Hello everyone, welcome if you're new and welcome back if you're not. Today we're going to be drafting a pattern. So if you're like me and you like to make clothes but sometimes you don't know where to start, this is the perfect way. We're going to be creating a paper pattern that you can use to cut out fabric to create this cute little crop tank top. First, let's get our 4 measurements needed for this project. Number 1 is your bust measurement. Second is your waist measurement. I usually measure this at where my waist naturally bends when I move side to side. Our third measurement is your back. So start at the base of your neck and measure as far down as you want the crop top to go. You can make this longer or shorter, depending on preference. Our fourth and final measurement starts at the top of the shoulder and goes around to about halfway underneath the underarm. This is going to give us the armhole measurement. Now we have to do some math to get the calculations that we'll need for our pattern. Take your bust and waist measurements, divide them by 4, and add 2.5 inches to get your pattern measurements. Our next step is gathering our materials. So today I'll be using paper just taped together because I don't have access to drafting paper, and I'll be creating the whole pattern on my floor because thanks, coronavirus. I started by taping my paper together. You might need more or less depending on the size of your paper. Now it's time to start our pattern. I started by creating 2 rectangles side by side. Using the measurements we took, the height is the height of our back, and the width is the waist measurement that we calculated divided by 4 plus 2.5 inches. It should look something like this. Don't forget to label your front and back section. Next, make 2 dotted lines that extend down from the center of each rectangle that measure the length of your underarm measurement. Then make 2 marking dots that extend 1.5 inches out from either side of that dotted line. Now we're going to draw 2 J-shaped curves using the outside markings that we just made. Your pattern should look like this so far. Now onto the neckline. So on your front pattern piece, your neckline is going to go down a little bit further than it does in the back, and this is a U-shaped curve, not another J-shaped. The next step involves just the front section. So you're going to start with measuring 2 inches down from where your armhole ends. To find out where the tip of your triangle will be, measure from the tip to the inside border of the rectangle and make sure that it equals your bust measurement divided by 4 plus 2.5. Now we're going to make our darts. Start with the back section and find the middle of that rectangle. Then measure a straight line up about 4.5 inches. Then mark some lines 1 inch to either side of your dotted line and connect it up to the top to create your dart. Repeat this step on your front section so that your front and back sections have matching darts like this. For our final step, we're going to create a dart in the side of just the front piece. Measure down 1 inch from the bottom of the armhole and make a straight dotted line that reaches the center point. Then measure out 1 inch from both sides of this line. This dart can extend all the way to the edge of the triangle that we made that's outside the border of the rectangle. Alright, this is what your finished pattern should look like. Now it's time to cut it out. Now you can use your cut pattern to cut out your fabric. Make sure you cut out 2 pieces for the front and 2 for the back. Now stitch along the seam lines and don't forget your darts. Add your zipper in the back and you have your very own custom-made tank top. For this tank top, I used old scraps from other projects so that I can be more environmentally sustainable. Good luck with your pattern making and happy sewing!